I'm tired of these big name fitness influencers spreading bullshit information that derails your progress just because it's popular and sounds nice. That's why I created the Carnivore coaching community. There are tons of free nutrition and exercise resources that you can download to help keep you accountable and help you reach your goal. If you haven't joined yet, the link is in the description. Now, onto the video. Last week, I made a post about giving trash generic advice based off limited information, and it's amazing how many people completely miss the point about giving trash generic advice based on limited information. The post was about my water intake, and I was told by a morbidly obese woman that in order to avoid the overhydration, people should not consume more than 9 to 13 cups of water. So, my question is, why 9 to 13 cups? Why not 8 to 12? Why not 10 to 14? Should active people and sedentary people both consume no more than 9 to 13 cups? What about people living in hot and humid climates versus people living in cold and dry climates? Should they both follow the same recommendations? What about people who eat thoroughly cooked meat versus people who eat raw meat? Should they both follow the same recommendations? What about people who salt their food versus people who restrict salt intake? Should they both follow the same recommendations? What about your average American man who is 5'9" and weighs 199.8 pounds versus your average American woman who is 5'4" and weighs 170.8 pounds? Should they both follow the same recommendations? What about a computer programmer versus a construction worker? Should they both follow the same recommendations? What about a construction worker who works outside? Should they end up following the same recommendations regardless of whether they're working outside in the winter and not sweating as much, or when they are working outside in the summer and sweating profusely? Should they follow the same recommendations in both scenarios? What about a pregnant woman versus a non-pregnant woman? Should they both follow the same recommendations? What about a small child versus a large adult? Should they both follow the same recommendations? If you're tired of bullshit generic advice that gets you nowhere, then join my free Carnivore Coaching Community Facebook group for honest advice without all the bullshit. The link will be down in the description.